Today, I made a video about different pieces of advice from our genius traders and trading coaches, because I wanted to find advice from traders who made millions of dollars from trading to learn from them. And fuel my pockets.
Hello! I like money.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar.
All right. Stop daydreaming and let's get on with it. This is Day Trading Gems. Let's kick it off with our first interview. Charles Faulkner. Charles Faulkner isn't your typical trading guru. He's a pioneer in applying the principles of NLP, or also known as neuro-linguistic programming, to the high-stakes world of trading. Let's take a look at what he's going to say about trading.
She said, I have all these theories about the markets. I love to theorize about the markets. It's my favorite thing to do. But it has almost nothing to do with my trading. Now, it's a little different for the people that I've looked at. But they have understandings about the markets, but they know that they're just models. They're just made up. And when the markets don't go that way, they go the other way. They're not attached to their models. They're attached to their actions as a trader. It's better to trade than to explain. What you're wanting to do if you're mastering high-risk decision-making is minimize risk. Now, I'll emphasize that again because people are not in trading just to minimize risk. People get into trading for all kinds of reasons, whether it's for the money or the prestige or the power, whatever's attached to it. In fact, there's some people that say that you're always getting what you want from the markets, particularly Ed Secoda. The idea that if people are losing, they want to lose. Now, people don't like this idea at all. And this is another thing that market wizards have in terms of high-risk decision-making that ordinary traders don't have. Well, you were saying missed opportunities, or they'll say not following their indicators. No, the most important part of their system is right about here, meaning their emotional response. Because if they are upset when they're trading, they're not going to be trading as well.
What do you think? Mark Douglas also said something about how to succeed in trading. But first, let's have a recap. Faulkner does not only teach traders how to trade well, but also to harness their inner psychology. It's not just about market trends, but also about the trader's mindset and emotional control. He stated that you must have flexibility and prepare to go the other way around. Charles also discussed about minimizing risks to avoid frustration that is crucial to traders, especially the beginners. So, do you agree with him? Do you think you can minimize your risks and avoid frustration as a trader? Next up, Mark Douglas, a renowned person in the financial trading community, also in the psychological aspect of trading. He also authored popular books. He stated to be positive whenever you'll risk something, so let's hear it.
It requires learning the type of skills that people just simply aren't used to learning.
Mental skills.
Mental skills, yeah, exactly. In other words, it requires mental skills. Most people assume that because their technical method gives them a signal to get into a trade, that if the method produces a high percentage of winners, it will equate to a consistent income, not taking into consideration that the proper execution of those signals requires mental skills.
So really the skills you're referring to, what you're talking about, Mark, is actually staying focused on the process, staying positively focused on the process itself, in this case, of throwing the ball, in our case, obviously, of trading or following your method, right, and not being worried about blowing it, about the consequences of what could happen if this trade goes wrong.
Exactly right. Well, take for an example, a high school basketball player who, he'll go in the gym and practice throwing his free throws, maybe for even 2 or 3 hours a day. It wouldn't be unusual for him to be able to hit 50 in a row, would it? I mean, that's
You
not
see that all the
out of
time.
the realm of reality, right? Okay, so the problem is that could he even hit 2 in a row if the circumstances were he was in the final game of the NCAA championship, his team is down 1 point, there's only a few seconds left on the clock, and he was just fouled.
Changes everything.
Yeah, under those circumstances, without the appropriate mental skills, hitting either one of those free throws is very unlikely. And regardless of how well someone could do it in practice, with trading, we may have a technical method telling us what to do and giving us the potential to generate consistent results. But like the basketball player, without developing the appropriate mental skills, it's unlikely we'll be able to do what our method, our trading plan is indicating without making a number of potential execution errors. In other words, to stay positively focused on the process of trading by doing exactly what we need to do, when we need to do it, without hesitation, reservation, or fear. You see, the frustration comes from our expectations. It's from expecting something from our technical method it just can't do. Technical methods define and identify patterns in collective human behavior. Right. Now, the patterns definitely exist. They repeat themselves over and over again. The problem is the outcomes don't always correspond with the patterns on a trade-by-trade basis. So what I'm saying is that, yes, we have patterns, yes, and they repeat themselves over and over, and our minds just naturally think, well, I have a pattern that's consistent, I should have an outcome that's consistent with the pattern, right. And that's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is that there doesn't have to be a relationship between the outcome and the pattern. Right.
These are some of the things that the exercise that I give you in a moment, these are some of the things that you can say to yourself. In other words, these are these are actually core beliefs. Like, for an example, in trading in the zone, and something that John put up yesterday, like, a core trading belief that promotes consistent results is anything can happen. Every moment is unique. Now, we all understand that anything can happen, and we understand that, every moment is unique. But actually believing it at a functional level is another matter. And these beliefs, so when you can operate out of every moment is unique, it's like you're sitting at a slot machine, every moment's unique. You know that every single outcome is going to be unique, that has absolutely no relationship with the previous outcome. As traders, when we're looking at a sequence of trades, we also have to believe that every outcome is unique, and those outcomes have absolutely no relationship with the previous outcome. We have to consciously disconnect. So if I get 3 winning trades in a row, it's going to feel like, if I'm not operating out of a genuinely probabilistic perspective, if I'm not operating out of the kind of perspective, it is going to feel like the next trade will be a winner. It's just the way our minds are wired to think. If I get 3 winning trades in a row, and I think I had, in my analysis, other than being a guess, caused me to have those, it did make the correct prediction, but the reasons why those predictions are correct are unknown. So there is no relationship. It's going to feel like the next one is going to be a sure thing. And as a result, we're going to be susceptible to a money management error, meaning that I'm going to put on a higher position, a larger position than what my account size would normally dictate.
Before we go to another renowned trader's advice as the key factor in succeeding in trading, let's summarize what Mark Douglas stated. Mark said that we shouldn't have expectations when trading because anything can happen. There's always a possibility that it'll go on the contrary once you thought that you'll win or not. Newbie traders should prepare their mind for any outcome that can occur. Long story short, we should never be so assured of ourselves. But how about the other guys? Is that it? Not to worry, because here comes another amazing trader. Paul Tudor Jones.
Oh my God! Wow!
Meet Paul Tudor Jones, a legendary trader, predicted the 1987 stock market crash known as the Black Monday, using unmatched market insight and a bold macro strategy, reshaping trading forever. Let's hear what he can say about trading.
So goal-oriented, and you have to have milestones along the way, and you have to hold yourself accountable. And all those things I learned really early on.
While the next trader will be talking how can we improve our mindset when it comes to trading, let's have a review what he stated. Paul Tudor Jones underscores the critical importance of setting clear milestones. He attributes his remarkable success in the volatile markets to this disciplined approach, viewing each milestone as a vital checkpoint in his strategic journey. For Jones, these well-defined markers are not just goals but essential tools for maintaining focus, measuring progress, and adjusting strategies amidst the market's inherent uncertainties. Do you have goals on your own? Let us know in the comments. Have you heard of Marty Schwartz? Marty Schwartz, known as Pit Bull, is a celebrated figure in Wall Street trading, renowned for his success in futures and stocks. His remarkable journey from a Wall Street analyst to a top trader featuring strategic prowess and market psychology insights, is highlighted in Market Wizards by Jack D. Hougaard, inspiring traders worldwide. Let's see what he's about to say in his speech.
Was that I compare Amherst and our experience to a railroad train. And there's two tracks on the train, and one is our intellect, which is superior, and the other is our emotional development, which is a little behind. What I did was I took various approaches of other people, and I kind of made it into my own amalgamation. And what I needed to do was prove that I could be successful. I had a wife, I wanted to have a family, and I wanted to have a future. So I dedicated myself to coming up with a methodology. It's a heck of a ride. I call the money the lubricant to sort of making things easier, but it doesn't solve life's problems at all. When you have children, all you do is worry about them, and it never stops. Thank you.
Before we see our last advice, which is the most crucial among all, let's assess what is Marty Schwartz's speech all about. Do you agree with him? Despite amassing significant success in the high-stakes world of trading, Schwartz stated that there's more to life than the accumulation of money. He advocates for viewing money as a tool to ease life's journey, rather than a universal solution to every problem. Schwartz's insights encourage a balanced view of money, urging us to seek richness in experiences, relationships, and personal growth alongside our financial endeavors. Do you think you have balance between financial journey and personal life? Let us know in the comments. But last but not the least, meet Tom Hougaard, a master of the markets, renowned for turning complex trading strategies into clear, actionable insights. A mentor and guide for traders globally, Tom's expertise lights the path to trading success. Here's his insights to become a successful trader. Check it out.
Can trading be learned, or are the best traders born?
I'm sure they're born somehow, but of course it can be learned. Anything can be learned. I can start playing golf like Tiger Woods. The only thing that separates me to Tiger Woods is desire and repetition.
Is that the same for trading then? Desire and then the discipline to repeat over and over again?
Over and over and over. So when you bugger off to the pub or you sit and watch your favorite TV program, I study charts. I go over the trading day. Just like Tiger Woods, he created a new wave of sincerity about golf. When everyone else hit the clubhouse, he went and worked out. And that created a new kind of momentum within the golf sport. He paved the way for a new kind of mentality. Traders who want to battle it out every single day in the trenches of the market, they have to be sincere about this. Otherwise, you just open an account and you blow up one after the other. So it's easy to call yourself a trader, but it's very difficult to get to the level where you are a consistently profitable trader. And there's no shortcut. You can't buy a book, you can't attend a course, you can't listen to anyone. You see, you can't be taught anything. I cannot teach you anything. You have to decide to teach yourself. I can guide you, but ultimately you, in any endeavor in life, be it sport, be it politics, be it education, you have to want it yourself. And that's what separates the 99% with the 1%, the ones that truly dream and dare and go for their goals and their vision. And that's the Pareto principle all over.
What's the role of failure in learning how to trade or becoming a successful trader?
Well, that depends on your frame of mind. Do you run away from something? Do you run towards something? Failure is a compelling protagonist towards achieving your goals. So use failure, be scared, be very scared of failure, and you will succeed. The most successful minds in the world, they are profoundly scared of going bust, and they work double hard. There is no magic pill. Here in Las Vegas, you have a resident called Andre Agassi, and he was a tremendous inspiration to me when he slipped from number one in the tennis world down to 173, and then made his way back up to number one. The only way you do that is through sheer grit and determination. And the gentleman you just interviewed, David Paul, he taught me the most important thing about trading, that it isn't technique, it's in the mind. The great trader and the great trading mentality is born in the mind. That's where you start.
talking about your experiences, what was your worst trade and what lessons did you learn from it?
I learned nothing. I didn't learn anything for the first 2, 3, 4 years. That's because we don't. We fund our accounts, we have a well-paid job, but we're on this never-ending repetition of blowing up accounts, coming back, blowing up accounts, coming back. It's the proverbial zigzag. But at some point, you grow tired of the zigzag, you grow tired of the drama, and you sit down and you say to yourself, okay, this has got to change. And very few people do that. Very few people have enough respect for themselves to go into their track records, begin to look at the nitty-gritty of where do they go wrong, where do they go right. And that's what separates the 1% from the 99%. But it's good, because I need the 99% to feed my account.
Somebody has to pay the tuition, right?
Well, of course they do. And I paid my dues.
In the video, he firmly believes in the power of learning and consistency as the bedrock of trading success. He advocates that with dedication and the right approach, anyone can master the complexities of trading. Hougaard emphasizes that it's not just about making the right moves, but doing so consistently over time that builds a foundation for lasting success in the volatile world of trading. This principle of steadfastness, coupled with a commitment to continuous learning, encapsulates Hougaard's philosophy towards achieving excellence in the trading domain. And that's the advice we have from our renowned traders and coaches. Which one resonated with you the most? Let us know in the comments and subscribe for more.